The judge laughed. Not a polite chuckle. A loud, uncontrollable laugh that echoed across the courtroom. Everyone froze. Daniel looked confused. My sister Lily's smile disappeared. My parents shifted uncomfortably behind him. I sat still, calm, patient. The judge held the envelope I had handed him moments earlier and shook his head. "Mr. Carter," he said, trying to contain another laugh, "you may want to read what your wife just submitted." Daniel turned toward me. That familiar smirk was still there. The same one he wore 6 years ago. The day he graduated. The day he kissed my younger sister. 6 years. That's how long I carried him. I met Daniel when we were both 21. He had dreams of becoming a doctor. Big dreams. Bigger than his discipline. But he had charm. The kind that makes people believe in him even when the evidence says otherwise. I believed in him more than anyone. While he studied, I worked. 2 jobs, sometimes 3. Morning shifts at a cafe. Evening shifts doing data entry. Weekends tutoring high school kids. Every paycheck went toward his tuition. I paid rent, groceries, utilities, books, exam fees. Whenever he felt overwhelmed, I reminded him why we were doing it. Our future, I used to say. He would smile and kiss my forehead. 6 years passed like that. 6 years of sacrifice. I thought the graduation ceremony would be our victory. Instead, it was my awakening. After the ceremony, the campus was chaos. Families hugging, cameras flashing, caps flying everywhere. I was searching for Daniel. Then I saw him, standing with my parents. And Lily, my younger sister. She was laughing, her hand resting casually on his chest. Something about it felt wrong. Then Daniel leaned down and kissed her. Not quick, not accidental. Comfortable. Practiced. The world around me blurred. When he noticed me standing there, he didn't panic. He smiled. Then he wrapped his arm around Lily and said something I'll never forget. She's my true soulmate. My mother clapped her hands like she had been waiting for that moment. Finally, she said. My father nodded approvingly. Laura, my mother added softly, you've always been strong. Step aside and let them be happy. Step aside. After 6 years of building his life, I felt something inside me shift. Not heartbreak. Something colder. Control. That day I stopped reacting and started planning. I didn't fight. I didn't scream. I even congratulated them. Daniel thought guilt had made me quiet. The truth was simpler. Quiet people are harder to notice. And I needed time. Daniel had never cared about the details of our finances. Bills, accounts, paperwork. Those were always my responsibility. That was his biggest mistake. For 6 years, I had managed everything tied to his education. Tuition payments, loan documents, grant forms. I knew exactly how his degree had been funded. And one night, while reviewing old records, something caught my eye. A lie. Daniel had applied for several financial aid programs as an independent student. Single. No financial support. Which was interesting, considering he had been married to me the entire time. The grants he received were meant for students without family income. But my income had paid his bills for 6 years, meaning those grants were obtained through false declarations. Aid fraud. I started digging deeper. Emails, bank statements, applications. Then I found something even better. Daniel had secretly transferred money from our joint account into one under Lily's name. Thousands of dollars. Fraud has a funny habit. One lie always connects to another. For months I gathered everything. Every document. Every transaction. Every signature. Then I printed it all and placed it neatly inside one envelope. Which brings us back to the courtroom. Daniel opened the envelope. At first his expression stayed confident. Then his eyes started moving faster across the pages. Then his face turned pale. Laura, what is this? He whispered. The judge leaned forward. These documents suggest you falsely declared your marital status on multiple financial aid forms, he said calmly. Daniel looked like he might collapse. And according to the attached bank records, the judge continued, those funds were routed through accounts controlled by your wife. My parents stared at Daniel like they were seeing him for the first time. Lily looked ready to disappear. The judge leaned back, shaking his head with amusement. Mr. Carter, he said, smiling again, your wife didn't just file for divorce. He tapped the envelope. She filed evidence. The room filled with whispers. Daniel looked at me. Not with arrogance this time. With fear. Good. Because the woman who once protected him was gone. A fraud investigation started 2 weeks later. Daniel's medical license application was suspended. Lily's bank account was frozen. My parents stopped calling. Silence replaced their confidence. As for me, I walked away with the house, the savings, and the repayment Daniel legally owed after the divorce. 6 years of sacrifice returned with interest. People think revenge is loud, explosive, but the best revenge is quiet, patient, precise. Because when you spend 6 years building someone's life, you also learn exactly how to take it apart.